Hey there, friends. Happy Woden's Day to you. It's Wednesday. It is Woden's Day, and Odin, of course, was Thor's daddy. So it's the day before Thor's Day. Woohoo! I've got a little project going on. I thought I would show you guys. I am entering the planner parade. I've got a little project started called My Planner Project, and I'll explain a little more about this box in a minute. I feel the need to plan. Now, let me kind of explain that to you as I do the switcheroo on some of these journals that I have on my desk. Both of these I love. They're from Leanne at Creative Freedom Paper. And I will put a link to her Etsy shop and to her YouTube channel. She is exceptional. She makes beautiful books. And I was lucky enough to get both of these. And I've been working in both of them. I've also been watching her do her weekly planning. And it's like, oh man, I could really, really use something like that. I tried to plan It's been maybe 4 years ago that I really kind of got into the whole planner thing, the bullet journal, the Midori traveler's notebook kind of thing. But I keep reverting to making lists in a composition book. And that kind of served me well because, as most of you guys know, I was in the music publicity business. But now my work has changed, and I feel the need to organize better my Etsy store, my Etsy production, my videos, that kind of thing. So work technically has taken just a different place in my life. This is the first summer that I've spent not doing tours. And I got to tell you, it feels a little bit weird. I had a lot of clients, and each client had a notebook, and the notebooks became planner items for them, you know, as I planned publicity for their tours. This is the very first summer in 25 years that I have not either been participating in or planning a tour. I feel a little ungrounded, and maybe that's why I'm gravitating to really needing to plan my week and get, not that I'm not structured, but maybe that the planning will make me, for one thing, planning, when you do a checklist, it kind of validates you and makes you maybe, you know, just feel better about yourself because you're getting stuff done and you can actually see it on a piece of paper. I think that that's kind of a big thing with me right now. I feel a little ungrounded, like I said, a little bit like my boat anchor's been kind of uprooted, but it's okay. I have always been a person who source is really good to me. When one door opens, literally a window flies open in the other direction. I feel very fortunate and very appreciative of the way that the universe and source kind of sees me and sees what I do. But that said, I need to figure out a little bit of a planning strategy. So this morning, I'm gonna do the old switcheroo on these journals, and I'll tell you what's happening here. I want to use my Two Towers journal as a planning journal. My idea is now, of course, when Leanne makes these journals, she puts in all kinds of great fodder for you to play with. I need to take this fodder from my Two Towers journal and go ahead and switch it into my flow journal. I've emptied my flow journal, so there's basically not much in here. My little pocket came off. So there's not much in here. I'm going to switch, put the stuff that's in the Two Towers into my flow journal, so I'll have a little bit of flow fodder. And then I'll show you what happens when I take the fodder out of Leanne's book and put it into this one. I am keeping the art pieces that I have done in this journal, and I will just kind of work around them as I'm doing my planning. Here's something that is super cool that I'm just going to stick in a pocket of my flow journal. I almost had it all emptied out, and then I thought, you know, I don't want to empty it all out. But of course, your flow journals are what you make them, right? I mean, you can make them anything that you want, and this is a great way to approach your flow journal. Like, you know, maybe you've gotten tired of all your embellishments, maybe you've gotten tired of your stuff, and you just want to reload it with new stuff, which is awesome. Leanne included some guitar stuff in here for me because I play guitar. That was sweet. So I am clearing out the bags and batches here, and we'll just stick them in pockets. I am a big advocate of the book, Who Moved My Cheese? It's a great book. It's 96 pages. It takes you about an hour to read it. When you read it, you just won't feel the same about work and stuff like that. You'll feel different about your work. You'll feel different about your life. You'll realize that if you move, if you are constantly like seeking opportunities, even when you have an opportunity in your lap, that it is very beneficial for you. It makes you feel better and improves your possibilities when your work changes. You know, if you're a person who's experienced job loss, which technically I experienced job loss, but, you know, that's okay. And I'm going to say that a lot because I want y'all to know that it is okay. It's okay when stuff happens. Oh my goodness, I just like ran across some planner stuff that Leanne put in here. Rockin'. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's going in a different stack. That's, of course, not going in the flow journal. Woohoo! How neat is that? And I wanted some inspiring words, and I've got that. Ooh, Leanne, you rock. Thank you, thank you. Well, how perfect was that? That was amazing. All right, we're still loading in here. See how the universe just worked that out? That was awesome. Still loading our pockets. And I am so grateful and so thankful. An attitude of thankfulness is a great thing to have. Uh-oh, that's not going to fit. That's okay. I'll put it right here. Those look like stickers. I think I'll put that with my planning stuff. A lot of times when I start something new, I'll just take out a little plastic tub and start loading stuff in it. I'll show you what I got in here so far. This is going to be a rambly video, y'all. I've got some stamps and some sticky notes and more stamps down in here. I went through and was trying to find anything that I had that was lined because I will want to, of course, make lines when I start planning. Okay, we are getting to just about the end of this. Woo! Look at that. I'm kind of surprising myself because I have not been through this whole book yet, and I got it last year. Oh my gosh, there's a receipt. Neato. Leanne is also doing ephemera collections that fit into a folder that are just phenomenal. Everything she does is a lot of fun. She got it going on. These are some things that I cut out. These are a little bit of the Two Towers book, so I'm just going to kind of stick that right here as well. This is from the Two Towers book. It won't fit in my journal, but I can just slide it in just like that. And I have finished the old switcheroo for this one. That won't fit either, so we'll put it right here. Alright, so I've got a flow journal full of new fodder, which is awesome. And I'm going to put some, I'm going to fold this I'm also going to put some Italian ephemera in here too, so I'll have that to work with. Alright, so I've done the switcheroo. This is a newly loaded flow journal with new elements, embellishments, stuff like that in it, which is going to be fun. Now, this is the book that I am going to use as my planner. For one thing, I really, really like the size, and I think that it's big enough for me to work on. So I'll show you what I did this morning, and this is going to be a series. You know, we think about planning, people who plan, that have small children or something like this. This is a planner series for those of us who are, like older, in your, 50s or 60s. I mean, things just change for you, right? The first thing I did this morning was I kind of measured this to see what I had here, and the book, when you lay it flat, is about 11 by 8 1/4. I made a little mock-up of what I would like for my planner to look like, and I did this in pencil. I don't know if you guys can read it or not. I'll hold it up for you. I knew that I worked with a template that Leanne does her weekly with, and I'll point you to that video because it's a great video. So I kind of used what she had going on, and then I kind of added my own stuff in here. So you'll want a place where you can list the day and the date. I need to know the weather, the moon cycle, and any kind of celestial stuff that's going on. So if we're in retrograde, I want to know about it. And so that's what is going to go on this first line. The weather, that impacts whether I can go down to the sunroom studio and paint or print or dye something, because stuff like that needs to dry quickly. And sometimes it's just chilly here, and I can't get down there and work. So, weather is a good thing to know because that impacts my artwork day. This is my work schedule. I work for Gallmeyer Farms. We're having a festival this week, next week, and the week after. So that's another reason that I wanted to plan, because my month is going to be insane. So I work for Gallmeyer Farms. I also work for a music school, and that is her right there. I also do a flood broker newsletter for a friend of mine, and these are work projects. You'll also notice that I have 3 circles out beside each work project. This is start, and I'm in the middle of it, and then this is finish. I like to look at this and know that I have finished my work that day for these certain projects. Next on my planner list is my Etsy and YouTube. I need to post more to Instagram, so I've put my 3 dots here. I'd like to post 3 times to Instagram per day. I am really thinking about writing my blog again. I think I think now is a good time to do that, because I'm at a very different stage of life than I was when I very first started my blog. I like to finish 2 journals a day. I do prep work on Sunday for these journals, and then each day of the week I try to finish a couple of journals and get them in the shop. And I finish the journal, I'm going to do a video for it, and I'm going to list it. And these will be the names of the journals. It's a lot easier for me when I get up in the morning and I actually see these filled in, because these are the 2 journals that I am working on that day. I want to increase my YouTube tutorials, so this is a little line for that right there. I'm gonna try and find a sticker that has a light bulb, or a stamp that has a light bulb to indicate bright ideas. I made a portion of this for self-care. I am very, very, very bad about self-care. I will spend an entire day inside, even when the weather's pretty, and forget to go outside, and I am not going to do that this year. I need, this year, again, is very different for me. Last summer, I was in the middle of tour season. This summer, that's off my plate. So I should have more time to get out and do things. Probably a lot of you might think, well, you know, you don't have the same work schedule you did last year, so you have a lot of free time. Au contraire, mon frère, I do not have free time because I am busy trying to reestablish an income flow, so I don't have free time. You know, it wasn't like the stuff went away and then it's like, well, I've got all this free time. I really don't. You know, I'm like doing that reinvention thing, which is kind of what I've always done. You know, if like I said, source is really good. One door closes, window flies wide open with different opportunities. But you do have to pursue those different opportunities, right? But I'm really determined about this self-care. I need to walk every day. I need to get out of the house, yoga, meditate, and eat well. I have been doing this since I got back from Italy. I've been eating clean, and I'm really enjoying it, and I've noticed an uptick in my energy level, which was kind of a real sticky point for me. I just peter out. I can't even explain it. Even when I've had like sufficient sleep, I still kind of get worn out during the day. So I need to monitor my energy level. And see, you know, Leanne, this is a great thing. Leanne does, she monitors her mood. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's great because your mood is your energy, right? So that's something that I'll want to add to this little template when I ink it in. I forgot to tell you guys about this. This will be like a little, you know, a motivational quote or a word of the day or a thought of the day. I do the Jesus Calling meditations in the morning, and a lot of times that will be what I'm going to drop in here. I heard this on the news the other night. They were interviewing a guy in the military, and he said, when you're in a situation when you're in a battle situation, you have to be where your feet are. And I was like, that is one of the best things I've ever heard. It's kind of like that "be here now" quote by Ram Dass. And I loved it. So I wanted to insert this into my planner. I think a word of the day or a thought of the day or you know, a quote or something like that is a really nice thing to have when you've got your planner open. And this is Leaves the 99. This is from the song Reckless Love by Corey Asbury. And this is it's a reference to Source never really leaving you alone. That Source will pursue you and come and find you because you are important to Source. And I really do love that song. Let's see if there's anything else. Monitoring weight. I think it's really important as you age to monitor your weight, and typically I weigh every morning, so I'll just be kind of doing a little weigh in here. And then I've got some notes at the bottom. This should fit, you know, easily into here. Now my idea is not to make this fit into here. This is just a template, and I will be working in the actual book. But then I thought, you know, if there are weeks when I'm just overwhelmed, then it might be nice to just have a template, you know, to just hang on to a template. Plus, my template is not pretty. I want to make it pretty, and when I ink it in, I'll probably add color. I don't have planner stickers, but my art angel sent me a planner book at the very beginning of the year. It was just a wee bit small, but I'm going to use her calendar element that was in that book. Isn't that pretty? It's just such a nice, clean looking calendar. And she also, in that book, was a layout for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm probably just going to cut the days out, or I might just write them just like I did here. I know that a lot of people have stickers up here for their days and dates and that kind of thing. And I love this. You know, there's also always something motivational on this little layout that Art Angel sent me as well. So there we have it. My explanation about why I did the switcheroo between my my Two Towers journal, which is going to be my planning journal, and this is my template, so I can't lose that, and transferring my embellishments, cards, tabs, tags, all kinds of stuff from my Two Towers journal into my flow journal for use with other projects. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you'll join me again as I delve further into my planner project. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.